So, Declan, it's been less than a month since you made your debut, but it's been a pretty memorable last few weeks for yourself and for the team, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been good. We picked up some good results over the last 4 games, I think it is now. Obviously, getting the draw, and then we end up getting 3 wins on the bounce. So it's been really good.
The game against Mansfield earlier in the week, last week, your first goal for the club, and you played obviously a really big part in the second goal as well, the own goal. Just tell us a little bit about the game from your perspective.
Yeah, to be fair, I think we started perhaps a tad slow, perhaps in the first half. But to be fair to them, they did, pop the ball around quite well. So it was a tough game, and obviously the pitch as well didn't really make it easy for us. So yeah, we obviously we go 2-0 down, and then it was just a case of trying to come back.
Now, Nigel Clough called your goal a fluke. There's been a bit of laughing and joking on social media from our fans. Just talk us through the goal. How would you describe it?
Well, it was a screamer, wasn't it?
Go with that.
I think it was Baps who had stepped up with the ball, played into, I think it was Nath or Arthur, and then they've obviously slid me in, and it was obviously a cross. I think I think a few people would have seen that, obviously, but it's gone into the top corner, so happy days.
And you scored a beauty against Stevenage as well. So that was your second goal for the club, and you've only scored 2 goals in English football as well, both for Bolton Wanderers. How does it feel to be at that end of the field, scoring goals and contributing in that way?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I know I can do that. I think that's a big part of my game. Something's happening there. Oh yeah, it's back. I know I can get forward and create stuff because I think I am an attacking fullback, and I can pick up some good positions to get some goals and assists. So there's 17, 18 games left, so hopefully I can get a few more in.
And obviously you made your debut for the club off the bench against Leyton Orient. Before that, was it a frustrating period of time for you? Because obviously you came to the club, you said that you wanted to play football, get as much football in as you can, but then obviously you picked up the injury. It must have been really frustrating for you. Yeah,
of course. I mean, I think it was perhaps just the timing of it. Perhaps I've been training with, boys who were 17, 18 years of age for, probably over 5 or 6 months. And then to come back into the first team environment, the pace is so much quicker and faster. And perhaps it just took me, kind of a week to kind of get going. And then obviously I end up getting an injury, which you can't really do anything about. But it was only 2 weeks out, which was quite lucky. And I was working hard in the gym. And I can remember, I think it was Rico had come up to me and said, when I got injured, he said, I really feel for you. And I said, oh, thanks. But he said, because we have to go into the gym, and he said, they'll just work you so tough. And they did. And it was really, really hard for them 2 weeks. But, I did get really fit from it. So it's good news.
Yeah, and that probably leads me on to my next question, really. How are you feeling physically and mentally now that you're in the team and both yourself and the team are playing well?
Yeah, of course, really happy. The main thing was for me to come here and get games. I think I played in, 4 games now or 5 games I've played in, started the last 3. So hopefully I can just keep fit and healthy and keep on till the end of the season.
Do you think having not played too much football in the last sort of 18 months, 2 years, do you think that factor means that you will get better and stronger and fitter each game?
Yeah, of course. You can do as much as you want in training. You can work as hard as you want. But, the games are the most important thing. And to be able to do that, 2 games in a week, going on now, perhaps into March, it does get you really fit, and games is just what you need.
Ian Evatt has spoken about the positive atmosphere around the training ground and around the club in general. From your perspective, what's it like on a day-to-day basis up at the training ground at the minute?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously the atmosphere is really good because we're all on a high now from the last couple of results. We have just got to try and keep that going if we can. But yeah, the training's been really good. It's hard work, obviously, but we all enjoy it. So we just got to keep working hard now to the end of the season.
Any successful team has to have togetherness. And I know you've only been at the club for probably 6 or 7 weeks, but can you sense that togetherness being there already?
Oh yeah, massive. To be honest with you, I've probably been in, I think it's 4 or 5 dressing rooms now, and I probably have enjoyed this one the most over the time that I've been there. All the boys are sound, really nice boys, honest boys, and they just looking to really do well for the club.
Now, I think I've done my research correctly. I don't think you've ever played in League Two before. So what are your first impressions of the level, and how is it different to what you've been used to in your career so far?
Well, first thing I say is I've done more headers, I think, perhaps in the last few weeks than I would usually do. But yeah, it's tough. You don't really have that much time on the ball. To be honest, I would probably say, the champ is kind of the same, but I think everyone's just trying to work so hard in this league. And to be honest, in training, I think it was the first 2 or 3 days I was there. I was getting pressed by 2 or 3 of the boys, and I was thinking, what's going on here? So yeah, they all work hard, and I think they all just try to give everything.
Now, you've obviously played higher up the ladder than League Two, and you've played with some real quality players. Can you see in this Bolton Wanderers squad that there is plenty of quality there?
Oh yeah, of course. I think you can see that from the last 3 or 4 games. Obviously the players that we brought in, like Madders and Darpo, have done well. But I think if you look at the bench as well, in the last 2 or 3 games, we've needed players to come on fresh from the bench, and they've really come on and done well for us.
The run of form that we're on, it's seen us climb into the top half of the table and really within touching distance of the playoffs. How do you see things at the moment in terms of what's ahead of us?
I mean, I think just before, I think we were 19th or 20th in the league, and obviously them 3 wins has taken us up to 11th, I think it is. But I don't think we can look too far ahead at the minute, because there's still so many games to go. But I think if we can just get perhaps just a tad of a longer run going, unbeaten would be really good. And obviously it's there for us to play for.